In my previous video, you saw me apply my upgraded 160 joule capacitor bank to this soda can. Each hit would blow a tiny hole in the can, and carried a noticeable afterglow as well as smoke, suggesting that bits of metal had been set on fire by the heat and thrown to the inside of the can by the force of the blast. I've cut up 3 additional cans to further observe what happens on the far side of the can wall when the capacitor bank discharges. The first test will involve a can full to the brim with water without its top. The capacitor bank will be applied to this little X target, and the camera will be facing roughly perpendicular to the wall of the can. It will observe any spray of sparks or water from the small hole, as well as any ejection of water from the top of the can due to a shock wave. The second test will feature an empty can on its side with the same contact point as in the first test. The cameras will observe the amount of burning metal blasted into the inside of the can. The third test will involve a cutaway can without any water. As in the previous 2 tests, the capacitor bank will be applied to the X, only this time the camera will be looking at the far side of the wall and the far side of the target here. The black tape will help reduce any glare, and the pattern of sparks and burning metal should be visible. The can full of water really showed how violently the capacitor bank discharges. Water was thrown nearly 2 meters above the can, and, interesting to note, the area immediately around the blast mark is sucked in, as if there was a substantial vacuum pulled immediately after the pressure wave from the initial blast. On the second can, the dry can, there's a speckling of soot opposite the entry point. The third can is unremarkable, other than I missed the target badly, and on the far side of the wall there is very little blast mark, since most of the material is blasted straight out.